as a American from the southern part of America, my first experience overseas, one of the things I noticed was what I assumed was bar culture. Everyone wants to talk,
Yeah.
wants to have, and if they knew you were American, they wanted to talk like politics and things. And I'm just private. But I've now every time noticed it's not really their fault. It's my fault. If I'm at the bar and this is what we do.
Yeah,
We talk.
we talk.
We tell stories.
We have the chat. Yeah.
There's a chat.
There is a chat. I
So
love the chats.
You love the chats.
I love the chats. I love
And-
the chats.
Oh, that's just a thing. It's just a social thing.
Yeah, actually, I feel like we're losing it a lot. Like I remember when I first came over here, and like I'd be flying around, and I'd always just get into a chat with somebody in the airplane.
Yes.
Always on the airplane, and I loved it. Like little old ladies be telling me their life story and
Yeah.
giving me all this advice, and we kind of lose that. We just put our headphones in, we do the scrolling thing.
Well, when you get on a flight, are you talking to the lady next to you? Are you starting that?
Sometimes. You know who I the last chat I had was Carter Oosterhouse, right?
Okay.
Is that how you pronounce his name? He's the guy who does like all the interior design stuff.
Well, if not, we're sorry, but it was good chat.
And it was a great chat.
We love that.
We just chatted the whole time, and it turns out he like builds playgrounds for like underprivileged stuff and like accessible playgrounds. And I happened to know a family that was looking for an accessible playground, and I was like, oh, can I send
wow.
this stuff to the family? And then he was like, yeah, send them my number. And then that family has texted me and we're like, oh, we were on to him and he's gonna get this done. And so look at the things that can happen from like just a little bit of a chat.
So I think I agree with that, even though it was jarring for me. The value of it, of having that conversation, what can happen in one night. What's the worst that can happen is it's a short conversation and you move on. The best that can happen, you make a lifelong friend. You make a business connection. You learn something that you might have needed to learn in that moment. So I don't start a conversation, but this has happened to me rather recently, multiple times. Hey, can I sit next to you? Hey, if that starts, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. And it often happens if you've got a baby picture on your phone,
Oh.
got questions, and
Yeah.
here we go. I'll unload. So I like the adventure. And this is my recently thing. This is, again, I didn't think we'd talk about it, but I just went fishing the other day.
Oh, you a fisher?
So no.
Man.
I am not a fisherman. No, a fisherman.
Yeah.
I don't go fishing.
Okay.
But I chartered this boat that was out in the bay. It wasn't deep sea. It was just in the bay area by like Destin, Florida. And the boat was really small. And I thought, maybe we just pay this guy and we don't do it. Like, it's just like, there's nowhere to sit. Like, we had like a cooler. Maybe we don't. But a buddy of mine, he said, and he's been on this podcast actually, he said, I think we should take the adventure.
Who was it?
It was Ricky Saints.
Oh, okay.
He said, what's an hour gonna hurt? We were out there for almost 5 hours. And again, to the conversation, to the being social, I feel you gotta go for it.
A little adventure.
Yeah, a little adventure. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
When did you come to America?
I was 6. Right, like I was 6 when I first came over. My mom was a flight attendant.
Okay.
So she brought us over on, it was a Christmas trip. So we came over, she was working the flight over and home, and then we got like a few nights out here for Christmas, and it was in New York.
Of course.
And, oh man, it was so magical. It was and like we went like ice skating in Central Park. And like for some reason in my head, we were ice skating and the Statue of Liberty was there, but that didn't happen.
It did, and they blend. It did.
They blend.
Yeah, the legend.
But yeah, and then she would bring me over on little overnights here, there, and whenever.
Love that.
And then when I was 18, I moved off to Canada, and then I'd come and I'd wrestle around here,
Right.
and different spots, and then my visa ran out in Canada, and then I was trying to figure out ways to get back into America. So I decided I'd have a plan B for wrestling and also just have a way to get back into America. So I did a personal training course in Orlando.
Okay.
And so then I was there, but I'd given up wrestling at that stage because I was too old, you know?
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, I was
Oh,
19. I was over the hill,
yeah.
you know? Like, the dream is dead. I got to get a real job. And then I was just always scheming ways that I could get into this country.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're still scheming? Are you still coming up with schemes? Or
In
now-
general?
Yeah,
In
just
life?
in general.
Oh, in life, yeah, 100%.
What are the schemes like today?
Schemes,
Well, see, here's more what I'm asking.
Go.
So, you've done everything,
Done a
and
lot.
I know, there's always more, right? There's kind of individuals who have a world is not enough mindset. I feel very much I'm trying to get everything. With everything you've done and the place you're at in your life, is there anything you can share to us what's next, what you want? Is there a big brass ring? Is it something, is it the unknown? Is it undiscovered country? Like, what is it that you do? Is it more of this? Again, at the highest level, I just watched it and you walked on this bus and I was stoked to tell you how great that match was.
Thanks. God,
Better than anything I've done in months.
Stop it, no.
So
I don't know everything. I suppose, yeah. Like, look, I've been lucky enough to do a few acting projects recently.
yeah?
I've loved them. I have loved them. I've loved every second of it. And then when I go home, I find myself saying to Colby all the time, Colby Seth freaking Rollins, like I'm like, where do I get off? You know, where do I get off being so like my family is amazing. I love that. My daughter is always, oh God, she's always asking for a little brother. She wants a little brother.
Oh, whoa.
You know, so that's one of those things. You're like, oh, I'm really loving wrestling. I'm loving the acting roles that I'm getting. Kind of feel like momentum is on my side, and eventually, you know, and I would love another one. We've got to kind of figure that out. And you know, she said it was like the worst thing she could possibly say to me. She's like, when you're done working, when you make enough money, then can I have my little brother? Like, oh, that like, then you're like, oh, but I'm not. But the other part of that is, no, I love working. I love working.
Yeah.
I love what I do. Like, I love going out and having nights like tonight. I just shot the pilot for Movers. I loved every second of that. I love working. And then I love coming home, looking after my little girl. And yeah, but growing the family would be also amazing. So it's one of those things. And I don't know if you ever feel like this. There's not enough time. You know what I mean? There's not enough time.
no, there's not enough time, but I
I
feel
want to
like
do it all.
so I feel like for someone like you who is doing it for the right reasons, because we obviously know each other not just in this wrestling space, like there's a different, you're doing this for the right reasons. I think you're one of the few who can have it all and somehow will make the time to have it all. And if you do this, if you do that, you'll be able to have it all. There's very few people who have that presence and balance, but I don't know what that is in terms of timing. And that's a conversation with your daughter that I'm very curious in terms of what's the response
Of
to little brother. At that age, just four or five. Yeah. What do you
Four.
say? What do you say?
well, it always like hits me in the gut, and
Yeah.
she said it multiple times now.
Oof.
You know,
Oof.
because she's like, she keeps saying like, when is my little brother gonna get here? When is my little brother gonna get here? When is my little brother? Do you get this at all?
We're not getting when is a sibling arriving. I feel like we're starting to get a little bit of not happy with me leaving.
Oh yeah.
Today we're in Atlanta and she specifically told me not to bring Pharaoh. So now she doesn't want Pharaoh leaving either. So there's starting to be a bit of I'm getting used to this. You're here at night. We do our routine. And that is very difficult and in the gut because I know I'm probably going to be leaving more and more and more and more. So instead of just that happening, I'm wondering to myself, what's the conversation look like? Tell her I always come back. Often I say, hey, you know, all these fun things we get to do. And hey, you know, this great big girl room that you just got and all of this is reliant on what I do. But but to a 4-year-old, that doesn't make any sense.
No,
So
because they're just like, I just want my dad
Yes,
here.
they just want their people, and they're
Yeah.
and you could hit them with the most rational thing ever, and they're at the age where maybe, but it doesn't. Their response is just the same thing said again, like, okay, well, it didn't land, but we'll try it. We'll try again another time.
I'm gonna need
It's
another
a
one
bit-
of these Nepo
Oh
babies.
yes, wow,
Thanks, Nepo baby.
Kyle. Yeah,
Yeah,
there are a
it's
lot
so
of
good.
rumors about Kyle going around there.
Yeah,
and that's
Lauren Michaels' son.
Well, you just came out with it.
Yeah. There we go.
For
the
those-
bartender's Lauren Michaels'
For
son.
those who are watching the podcast a long time,
Allegedly.
what would we describe Kyle as? He's obviously does more than make the drinks. He's a hardworking guy at WWE, but there is a rumor he is a Nepo baby, and the rumor going around today is that he's Lauren Michaels' son. We have no evidence of this, but it's going.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with
and
it.
he didn't flat out deny it. And it kind of makes sense. The NBC connection, there's a feel that maybe that's real. And we'll figure it out. He didn't deny it outright.
He didn't deny it. I didn't hear any.
Yeah. And when you said Lauren Michaels' son, go make,
Yeah,
he went right out. So,
did.
oh, wow.
he did.
I'm
We
gla-
love a Nepo baby, by the way.
Well, so now
at
you're
least
in
now I do.
you're in a different position. So,
Because my kid's gonna be a Nepo baby.